Hey everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the New England Patriots. With that, let's head on up to Foxborough. Standing by with the call at Gillette Stadium, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Green Bay Packers. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that can have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Aaron Rodgers and this Green Bay offense fresh off that historic comeback over Chicago in Week 1. Look, it's the 100th season of Green Bay Packer football, and that was their largest fourth-quarter comeback ever. 17 points down. That was hard to believe, but what a comeback it was.
And as spectacular as that was, they'd like to never repeat it again.
That is true.
They never want to do that. Obviously, you don't want to see your quarterback down on the ground. Aaron Rodgers got hurt, and everyone, their hearts just dropped. Phenomenal what he did coming back in the second half. But that first half, Aaron Rodgers, 3 of 7 for 13 yards in the first half. That almost will never happen again. And Green Bay certainly hopes never to see those numbers in their lifetime.
His second half, though, 273 yards, 3 touchdowns, and a miraculous Pack win. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. 319! And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings.
Offense.
So that one will be accepted.
Still second down.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got room. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be fourth down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he fields it cleanly. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Patriots take over. There's Tom Brady as he brings out the New England Patriots. A Week 1 win for New England this year. Different than last season when they lost in the opener to Kansas City. But Tom Brady did his thing, Charles. 277 yards, 3 touchdowns.
And he's making 40 look like the new 20. Forget
right.
30. He just keeps dialing the clock back and putting up big numbers. Threw a touchdown pass to Rob Gronkowski. Also connected with him 6 other times. A total of 123 yards in the game, including a long pass play of 30 yards. So their connection, it remains strong.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. The first carry now for Rex Burkhead. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Starting lineup here for New England, and you mentioned earlier that Rob Gronkowski did his thing Week 1. A little worry about what the receivers would do. Julian Edelman, of course, not back until Week 5.
So go ahead and name the receivers for the Patriots. I dare you. Name them.
Charles Davis.
See, that's what it's like. And really, when you think about it nationally, that's always been the perception. They doesn't always have a great receiving core. But he had Brandon Cooks last year, who's now with the Los Angeles Rams. How about Philip Dorsett, who was a first-round pick with Indianapolis, trying to resurrect his career now in New England? 7 catches, 66 yards, and a touchdown. Welcome back, Philip Dorsett.
That one good for 13 and a New England first down. They go play action here on 1st down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. And a peek at the defense for the Packers.
Blake Martinez tied for the league-leading tackles last year in his 2nd season out of Stanford, but I thought he improved his game overall. Not only does he tackle well against the run, but able to diagnose pass plays, get back into coverage, and make plays on the football.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it here. This is James White, and he'll get this down only to about the 46. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
A play fake for Burkhead. Now Brady. And he'll find his man. That's Hogan complete. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. So we've reached the end of a fairly even first quarter of play. 0-0 our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Brady. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
20!
Now Brady again. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So now on 4th down, on comes Stephen Gostkowski to try and get the Pats 3. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back to Foxborough after this. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game. So now on 4th down, on comes Stephen Gostkowski to try and get the Pats 3. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the first points of the night belong to our home team as they're able to take the opening kickoff and at least get 3 points out of it.
Yeah, and that helps the crowd, right? It helps people feel good about why they're there watching this game. They moved the ball well on their opening drive.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Well, as Green Bay comes back onto the field here, one more nugget on that Week 1 victory over the Bears. We talked about the comeback, and it's their 100th year of football in Green Bay. But what's the stat that our guru Ed Brady passed along to you?
He says that the Packers were combined 0-111 when trailing by 17 or more points to start the 4th quarter in their storied history.
And that's hard to believe. I mean, you said storied. For all the wins they've had, I would have thought there was a comeback like that in there at some point, but there was not.
One would think that. I guess Green Bay would say, well, most of the time we were in the lead.
Good point. Now it's Rodgers. Space to maneuver at the 40. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. To throw, it's Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And he finds Montgomery, complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 23 yards on the play.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout, and now we're set to get going. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15.
Holding offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Rodgers again now. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. Are you going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety? They feel like he can win every battle.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. And he'll go down at the 28. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And Crosby puts it through, and that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Brady going to give this one to Burkhead. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now Burkhead. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Not too much to show you scoring-wise in that first half. Just a couple of field goals make up all the scoring. But the teams are ready to go at half number 2. So to bring it your way, let's get right back out to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, a combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10.
Like 20! Like 20!
The drive starts with a run by White. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Let's go, let's go! Now 20!
They'll run. This is Burkhead. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player, it's just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school. And now he's at all-pro level in the NFL. How about the play he just made there?
He has certainly made a name for himself. William Clay Matthews III.
3 down. Blue 20. White 20. White 20.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. To throw is Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
319's on it.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance. An extra corner on the field for New England here on 3rd down.
Yeah, another DB.
319's on it.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. Got a man. That's Allison. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for and this is blocked. The Pats bring heat and they get home. And they will have possession 1st and 10 inside the red zone at the 15. So much for pinning a really deep short punt. Could have pinned him inside the 10. Now great field position the other way.
It's never good when you're punting the ball and your eyes see the ball go back behind you.
No.
In however form, whether it's over your head or to the side, never good. Now it becomes a race to get to the football so they don't pick it up and take it all the way.
The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. On 2nd down, here's Brady. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. The nice footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. A big spot now for Stephen Gostkowski. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. We still wait on the first touchdown of the game, but a second field goal now makes it a 6-3 score.
Yeah, I know a lot of people would call this the definition of winning ugly. To me, this is gorgeous. I'm a defender, right? I love these kind of games. The tension is high. Who's going to make the play to win it? And right now, that field goal may be the advantage they need.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. He's back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A good pickup there at 20 yards. They'll look to throw. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. He'll look to throw. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Back to throw. Rodgers. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Ty Montgomery in the final minute. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. Crosby on now to kick it away. Now it's Patterson. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Now Brady. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
20, like 20,
Brady to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hogan. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. to throw. Brady. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Nick Perry in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And the spike comes with 9 seconds left to go. And that one is incomplete, and now we're inside of 10 seconds. Just 9 remain. New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. One final try now for Brady. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You
I
loved
did.
the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Foxborough, good night, everybody.